My next guest faces John Salter at Bellator 276. Johnny Eblen, who's looking to remain undefeated in the Bellator middleweight division. Johnny, how's it going, man?
Good, man. Just hanging outside, eating some blueberries, and talking to you.
Awesome, and it looks like a beautiful day there in South Florida.
Yep, it's like I'm gonna say like around the 80s, nice and sunny, high UV index. It's a good day to be outside.
Awesome, and to start off here, how has camp been so far, and what's the energy been like in the gym?
It's been good. Just showing up. Everybody's like getting their work in and having fun with it, and camp's been great. Been getting a lot of sparring rounds and just enjoying training every day.
Awesome, and let's talk a little bit about John Salter. This is a guy that you've said before has been on your radar for a while. What are your thoughts on his skill set?
I think he's a really good skill set on the ground. He's somewhat decent on his feet. He has a few tricks up his sleeve. He throws some calf kicks. He throws some inside leg kicks. He throws an overhand left. Has a decent jab. Nothing too special, but he's a veteran in the sport, so he knows what he's doing when it comes to fighting. But I would definitely give him a lot more credit on the ground than on his feet.
Has it been communicated to you that with a win, you're for sure getting the next title shot?
Not necessarily. I'm not too worried about it. I want to fight Musasi though, and he was talking about how he only has like two more fights left in him, and I want to be one of those fights. And I'd rather fight him sooner than later. We'll see what happens after this fight, but nothing's set in stone. Obviously, I haven't signed a contract fighting for the belt, so I can't really tell you. Nothing has been promised to me, but I plan on putting on a really good performance and letting the fans and letting the matchmakers know I'm ready.
Absolutely. And who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
I'm going to have Thiago Alves. I'm going to have Mike Brown, and I'm going to have my head coach, King Mo.
Awesome, man. And what were your thoughts on Musasi versus Vanderford? A lot of people thought Vanderford would be a tough test for him, and obviously it didn't work out that way.
I think it was a little bit unfortunate. Austin looked a little nervous. Looked like he was swinging for the fences in the first round. But sometimes some people come out like that and then they calm down throughout the fight. I think he ended up getting hit a little bit by Musasi, which kind of stunned him, and then he shot. And then I think when he shot, I think he might have like got a stinger or something, or hurt his neck or his head, or I'm not exactly sure. I didn't really talk to him after the fight, but I'm guessing something happened to him, and then he just covered up, and it is what it is. Kind of unfortunate it played out like that. I wish we could have saw more of a fight play out, but it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Right. And when you look at Musasi's skill set, what are your thoughts on his skill set, and what challenges do you feel you can bring to him that he hasn't faced yet?
He's good everywhere. He's very high fight IQ. He's fought all over the world. He's fought for many years. He's fought every type of fighter. I think I'm a younger version of him, and honestly, a more athletic version of him. He might have more fights than me, might have a higher fight IQ than me, but I'm younger. I'm more hungry. I'm healthier. I'm more explosive. I think I would cause a lot of problems for that guy.
And you've mentioned in other interviews how much you love sparring during camp. What do you make of this trend where some big names like Max Holloway, et cetera, are going through camp without sparring? And how important do you think sparring is for you?
For me, personally, sparring is very important because I didn't grow up fighting my whole life. I grew up wrestling. So I have to get used to getting punched, learning how to, roll punches off, learning how to just be in the fire. You know what I mean? I'm sure Max Holloway has been in so many fist fights. He knows how to fight. Like there probably will come a point in my career where I don't need to spar very hard anymore. Or maybe I'll just play spar. But right now I'm still developing. I still need to get those rounds, and that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, definitely. And as you mentioned, you came into MMA with a strong wrestling background. How important do you think it is, especially when you're just starting off MMA, to have that strong grappling base?
I think it's good. It can you dictate where the fight goes. You have a lot of say of what kind of happens in a fight if you can dictate where the fight's going to take place. So it helped me develop my style in my career, and I'm starting to shift a little bit away from it because I'm learning how to use more skill sets. And yeah, I think we're going to see it in my next fight.
Definitely. And obviously a big UFC fight this weekend between your teammate Jorge Masvidal and former teammate Colby Covington. How do you see that playing out?
I think George is going to put it on the motherfucker, to be honest. Excuse my language, but
Oh, you're good.
yeah. I sparred a lot with that dude this camp, and he's on point, man. I'm ready for him to break his jaw, and I can't wait to watch it on national television.
Definitely. And during your time as having Colby as a teammate, I guess kind of just talk about what that was like and what are your thoughts on his whole gimmick?
When I kind of came into the gym, he was like just transitioning into that whole gimmick thing, and he was kind of doing it at the gym as well. I never really got close to him. I didn't really train with him too much. There's some instances where I'd train with him, but outside of that, I didn't really get close to him. I don't know, just kind of seems like a clown to me now. I'm definitely on the side of George, and George is my homie, and I've been training with that dude since I've been at the gym, and I kind of gravitated closer to him as opposed to Colby, and I'm glad I did.
I gotcha. And what is Masvidal like in the gym compared to Covington? And it seems like a lot of people at ATT rally around Masvidal.
Well, he's more respectful to people, man, and he doesn't talk shit to talk shit. Like if he's talking shit to you, there's a reason for it. You know, you're on his bad side. But Colby's just talking shit to get likes, to be relevant, and he was calling out teammates and shit, which is like kind of a big no-no. You know, causing tension at the gym that's not supposed to be there. But yeah, man, it is what it is. I'm kind of glad that dude's gone, and we're at where we're at the gym right now.
Definitely. And last question for me: what can fans expect from you next weekend? And what's the key to getting the win?
Fans can expect a lot of violence, of course. I always try to bring the violence, and I think the key takeaways for me is takedown defense and keeping this fight on the feet and just staying relaxed and picking my shots and putting this dude away and taking my time while I do it.
Definitely. And before we go, I'll give you the floor to shout out any sponsors you have and let the fans know where they can find you on social media.
Okay. Shout out to Functional Patterns. I got to do a shout out to American Top Team, Zero Acres, Noodle House, My Lee, Wavelength. Also, shout out to my manager, Brian Butler at Sucker Punch. And I think that's it. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, Johnny, thanks again for the time. Can't wait for the fight. And I'm sure we'll chat again soon. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.